What's up YouTube, it's your boy DTO Hawk, and before I get this video started, I just want to give a special shout out to all 65 people that came in to watch my first video. Definitely appreciate it. You know, a lot of people look for the first 1,000, first 10,000, first 50,000, all that stuff. I'm just looking for my first couple of viewers. Everybody that came in and showed support, y'all my first couple of viewers, I definitely appreciate that. Now, one thing I noticed in the comments, I know somebody said, what is your build? And you know what, I think that's a pretty good question, a pretty good topic to expand on. So what I'm gonna do for this video, I'm gonna bring out my build, I'm gonna explain the nitty-gritty to it, I'm explaining everything that I have in detail so that you guys can make something just like it and dominate the same way that I do on the court. Now when I said dominate, yes, I meant that word, dominate. This build is extremely dominant on 2s, on 3s, in Pro-Am, whatever you're in, you name it, shoot, you can play MyCareer, you're going to dominate. One thing I noticed this year is that defense this year is extremely lackluster if you're not playing on defensive build. And with this defensive build, you're able to score, you're able to shoot, you're able to play defense, you're able to do the big trio, man. Now to start. Kicking off this game, the first thing you're going to notice besides that super brain dead layup is that the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the ball, one quick first step, and I'm going to bang out on the center. One thing, like I said, you're going to be able to bang out on practically everybody consistently. I don't care if it's a 61, he could be a 99. I'm going to put him in a hoop. That's what this build is made for. You're going to put players in a hoop every single time. Once again, I took the center middle, and I put him in a hoop. Now one thing I will say about this build, he's not going to hit threes consistently. He has a 62 3 ball. It's not bad, but it's not good either. As you'll see, I'm wide open in the corner, clank. It's going to miss. Every shot miss. Every shooter misses. Steph Curry misses sometimes. Come on, man. But one thing I'll say I will like about this build is on defense, I'm able to play the center pretty consistently. Unfortunately, my man gets blown by and he scores his first bucket. But once again, I'll be able to play centers extremely consistently. 9 times out of 10, what they're going to do is this. They're going to post tease you when you're small. And one thing that I stressed about this is the fact that you're going to be able to play the post tease pretty efficiently. Unfortunately, I couldn't at that time to go. He slid right through me. But 9 times out of 10, I'll be right over top of that. Now you'll notice in this next clip, I'm going to be right in the middle of the passing lane. I don't even press square. I didn't press square right there. That's literally defense kicking in. One thing I say I love about this build is that the perimeter defense, the steal, it sort of goes hand in hand. You're going to be able to get steals without even pressing square. It's practically like having quick hands on this dang game. Once again, you know, it's like they're taking it right back. Or you have interceptor without having interceptor. Unfortunately, my man shoots another 3. He can't really get it go, but he gets the ball back. Unfortunately, however, we still lose the ball off some unfortunate events. Ooh, my voice trembled a little bit there, but once again, I'm able to show the defense. You see my man is posting me up. He's trying to post me up. It's not going to work. I get back. I'm able to play his man for a little bit longer. He comes back, gets the perfect attest. Now we have the ball once again. And one thing you'll notice I do, which I do a ton, I run, hop, dunk. That is so effective. The hop dunk is extremely effective this year. Once again, it's something you want to add in your arsenal. The badge that I talked about back in my last video, about the best corner build badges, those will help you make those hop dunks. My man goes to shoot, once again he doesn't make the shot. Unfortunately, I try to go back with a hop dunk, it doesn't work. It does require a little bit of finesse, that I didn't have. However, we do get the ball back. Now I'm back once again. I hop dunk a bucket. It's crazy how effective the hop dunk is this year, and it's even more effective on my build. My build, as you notice, I played defense, got the ball back. I played offense, got the daggone dunk. And you'll see, here I am. I'm going to do a hop dunk. This was a little bit worse than the other ones. However, I do get that extra step. I blame that to the fancy footwork, and I'm able to get that to go. Next thing you know, it's 10-6. Notice, I have all 10 points. Like I said, you're able to carry efficiently with this build. I take my man, hop dunk, go up. I make that. Now I have takeover. Now, unfortunately, right here, I think this is the part where I'm going to try to bang on my man. I don't know why he didn't get through. Contact dunks are a lot less effective this year. I go to bang on him. Unfortunately, I get a funny little layup. Now it's back to that ball. Score defense is 10-12, and as you see, we're going to get blessed a little bit. The point guard of the other team is going to dribble out of bounds. Unfortunately, the out of bounds physics this year is completely different like 19. He didn't notice, but my teammate, he's going to shoot the ball. Wide open shot. Unfortunately, he cannot get it to go. It's going to bounce off the rim. I'm going to get the board. I get plucked one time. I get attempting to restore connection, but right off of that, mid-range. Easy midi. That's one thing I like about this build. I'm able to hit the mid-range pretty consistently with the 72 mid-range. I'm going to get the ball. I'm going to try and go up once again. Unfortunately, it's like the slashing badge does not work this year. That's one thing I can't help but notice. I do not get contact animations as my man on the other team goes to score. Now it's 12-14. Now, we're back on defense once again. It is 12-14. We're in here. We're going to try and place a good, solid defense. I'm going to go try for the steal. It's not going to go, but luckily, 2K once again is on our side. He gets a nice little floater. Doesn't go in. I see the hop. Dunk. What do I tell you guys all the time? If you don't have the hop dunk, you have to include it in your arsenal. We have the ball. My man is going to try to jig a little bit. He's going to try and get open. I'm just going to pass the ball. It doesn't really seem to work. But unfortunately, I think he may have felt this lag on his side. It's going to say attempting to restore. Once again, the defense is going to get the ball. But here I come. My defense plays a factor. The Intimidator on gold. Clamps on gold. I get the ball back. And what I do, hop layup, split right through the both of them. And now it's 12-18. As you notice, I'm feeling myself. You know, I'm really feeling myself. I get the ball. I try to force a nice little bucket. It's not going to work. I'm going to pass the ball to my man. The center is going to be in the middle of that. Luckily, we still have the ball. 2K just is blessing us today. Now it's 12-18. I'm going to pass to my teammate who, believe it or not, has not scored a single point this entire game. But he's going to move around. His man does not respect his three. What's he do? Bang. And we win the game. I have 18 points on the board. He has 3. That's an easy dub. Now that you see my build dominating Park, what if I told you could make it even better? You could make it a facilitating finisher instead of a two-way finisher. Still keep the defensive badges, but also get those playmaking badges. And you know what? Today I'm going to show you exactly how. This is a special treat at the end, you know, in case you actually stayed over. So what you want to do, you want to make him a shooting guard. It's imperative that you make your player a shooting guard. Small forward this year is not the wave. You can make a finishing primary, but bear in mind, you will not have many defensive badges. It's not really a good look on defensive side. You get okay defensive stats, but you definitely don't want to go there. You don't want to go two-way slash because you have a low 3. But what you do want to go, what you definitely want to go will be the playmaking and the defending pie chart. I apologize, I couldn't get my word out. But the playmaking defending pie chart, the playmaking defending pie chart is extremely important because it does every single thing that you need, whether it be dunking, shooting, finishing, or playmaking. You're going to have it. Now, another thing to mention, you're going to want to get one of the physical profiles that are going to raise your strength, but not too much later on, and definitely get your speed and vertical up. I feel like strength is not much of a factor as it is this year, as it was like 2 years prior, back when it was like really important to me. But last year and this year it really doesn't feel that important, but we'll catch on to that later. What you do want to do, however, you want to get your finishing badges up. Definitely get your finishing badges up because, like I said, you know, it's very important that you're able to get that offensive aspect of your player. Another thing to put up, you want to put up your shooting, your mid-range, your 3-point, your free throw. Don't really worry about your post fade. You can if you want to, but it's sort of going to negate the facilitating factor out of the player. You're going to go back to the two-way finisher, which is what I am. Now, you're going to want to put your pass accuracy up. You don't want to put it up that high, but me personally, I did that just so I can get the maximum badges that I can get out of the playmaking. You're going to want to get your defense up because mainly that is what you're making this build for, defense. Forget the scoring. Defense is your primary goal. Make sure you get your blocks, your steals, all that up. And you know, you can get your ball handling up as well. Me personally, I didn't do that on my two-way finisher. I regret that. Getting your ball handling up will definitely help you immensely. Ball handling is important because it determines how fast you're going to come out of that quick first step. It's going to determine all that stuff. So make sure you definitely get your ball handling up. Now for the physicals, you don't really have to pick a particular body shapes. Body shapes are more of just an aesthetic. I picked Burley because it just looks way more menacing, but however, you do want to go max height. Max height is extremely important. You get way more contests, you get way more around, or get around people more faster. You want to make sure your weight is all the way to max. The reason being is because strength does affect your ability to finish. That's why I put it all the way up. Make sure your wingspan is all the way up so you stay in the passing lanes. One thing I'll notice in this little run through, I pick slashing. However, the lock is way more important. The lock is much more effective for you, so make sure you pick that lock badge instead of slashing badge, because the slashing badge is not as consistent this year. Now you'll notice it says facilitating finisher instead of two-way finisher. Like I said, the facilitating finisher is a much better build. You're able to play defense, you're able to shoot, and you are once again able to defend and slash. So like I said, pick that. That's much more important. It'll help you out way more in the long run. Okay, so as you see, 16 finishing, 5 shooting, 18 playmaking, 11 defensive. And you may be wondering why the defensive and the shooting badge is so low. Honestly, I feel like the hot zone hunters, your corner specialists, and your daggone quick draw should be suffice for your shooting badges. And I can't help but notice the defense. It really doesn't seem like a lot of these badges really make much of an impact on defense. You really just need your pick dodgers, your intimidators, and your daggone pickpocket, stuff like that. Those are the most effective badges this year in all seriousness. Maybe not even pickpocket. A lot of defensive badges are really just filler. Now, once again, finishing, you're going to be able to do that. Playmaking, you're going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to work out the corner. You're going to be able to strap up people pretty consistently with this build. The facilitating finisher is much better of a build than the two-way finisher overall. Now, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys gained a new understanding on a build. Maybe you'll make it. Maybe I'll see a lot more facilitating finishers out on the field way more often. If you like this video, please subscribe, please like. I'd really appreciate it. If you have any comments on the video, please let me know. I'm not afraid of criticism. I would love to know how it can get better. If you have any comments, anything that you want to say, make sure you let me know. This is Big Gucci Mason, aka DTO Hawk, and I'll catch you all later.